My name is Delilah from Maya when I was young. Going to school according to everyone's comments I am a tall, obedient girl. The church and I are called flowers by everyone. The school students at that time had many male friends. Chase me, flirt with me a lot, but I was still a child and didn't think about it. Love and I have a dream. What needs to be done is to go to Lyon to study university. My family has 3 brothers. I have a sister and I have a brother. My parents' son works in the fields all year round. Even with the hard work, it was just enough to feed my 3 brothers. You're wrong. I'm the only son in the family and as the first grandchild of the line. They should be loved very much by my parents because he was pampered, so he didn't finish 9th grade. My brother dropped out of school to compete for money. Blue, then red hair, then 2 years later. Follow friends and stick to the path of addiction. My parents were so shocked when they heard the news. My mother found enough distance to help him. My son quit drug addiction but failed. At that time, my father was very depressed and disappointed. For a long time, my father has always hoped on his son who is his pride. But now that son is back, addicted to drugs, even though I love my parents very much, but I can't do anything. I just know how to try and study hard to look forward. Later I can help my parents. I want to take on the burden for my brother. Family when I was 18 years old. Not in vain. Work hard so I can pass my parents' university exam. My parents are very proud of me. Everything to prepare me for going to the city. I still carry my suitcase to Lyon to study. Very typical of country girl goes to the city. Because it wasn't until my senior year of college that I met him. I met you with my first love. Very coincidentally on the way home from school that day. My car broke down in the middle of your road. Pass by and see me walking, you stop and ask me, your name is Scott. I was 10 years old and he looked quite young and mouthy. Smile. DM added a crooked tooth. You look so charming. Right after we met. That's when I was struck by love at first sight. Tim, that's why he asked for my number, but I didn't. Hesitantly gave him his phone number. Me the next day. From that day you every day. Also text and call me. Words of concern and good morning wishes. Then there were a few times when we went on a date. Accent. He was warm and gentle. So gradually I fell in love with him. From time to time, and he is also correct. Was my first love that made me love passionately, love madly when I started. Learn about his lover's background. 29 years old and still being a housewarmer. His family is from Lyon and has 2 families. His brothers are the eldest and below him are the aunts. His parents' younger sister runs a business at home. His family is well off. City. After nearly 3 months of loving and getting to know him. Took me home to meet my parents and everything was fine. Smooth because of the innocent beauty of the figure. High plus I speak softly too. So his parents like me very much. Only my sister, his girlfriend, seemed unhappy, but if her parents have decided she can't do it, whatever it takes. His parents want Mr. Scott married because Mr. Scott was 29 years old. So too, I got married early so we could settle down together. I'm glad to hear Mr. Scott's mother say that. At that moment, I was filled with happiness. I silently thank life for what it has given me. I met him and I feel so lucky to be his parents' worm. You and I just love each other peacefully like that. Until I graduated from school for half a year. His family initially urged him to marry me. I don't want to get married anytime soon because of me. I'm in my teens but I still answer the phone. You said get married early and settle down soon. Then after a few days of thinking I agreed. Partly because I love Scott and I also don't want to miss you. The next morning, my brother and I went back to ask my father for permission. My mother, of course. My father also liked him. And partly because I have reached the age of marriage. Husband of my peers. If you don't go to college, stay at home and carry your hands under your arms. With 2 children, Scott said they would get married. Then the couple focused on business. Develop family work, he said. Very much about a happy future, and I believed in what he said. That night my mother and I slept together. Mother and son talked until late at night. I did say, Delilah, getting married is a lifelong thing. Please think carefully so that my child will also defend. Please tell me for sure. Mom, I believe. Mr. Scott is a good person. I think carefully. Then Mom. But I still want you to marry someone close to you. Later, when I'm close to your parents. I won't marry you yet. How can the Communist Party be so far away? I don't care. Mom, how far are you? I'm sitting. Just watch it for a while and you'll be back with your mom. But Mom won't. What are you worried about? Mom? I nodded but let out a sigh. I chatted with my mother for a while, then I fell asleep. Without realizing it, early in the morning, I saw you had a phone call. It's my mother calling. Mom, I saw it. It's a good day for the two of you to get married. I'm married, I told my grandparents over there. In 2 days, my family will visit my house and always talk to adults. Scott rushed. I have never seen his face better. With such excitement, I feel happy. I'm so happy I'm about to get married to you. The man I love is my life. Just having you is enough to be happy. Already. That's because both families talked together and the wedding date was set many times. He also offered to relieve the desire. So this program I clicked my tongue and, because of blind love, I gave it all. But I didn't expect that I would get involved. After that time, my period was more than 1 year late. I don't pay attention to it. But Mom, she's very smart. She asked Delilah after a month. Hey, you haven't had it yet. I'm still very innocent. Reply Mom at noon because I'm pregnant. It's not even. My mother's expression seemed to change clearly. Before, you were kissed 16 times. But later, you got closer. It's been a month and a half. Good friend. Having said that, my mother immediately told me to take off my shirt. Come up and show her. I just flipped the shirt on Mom. I mumbled yes. It's because of my chest. Mine has swelling and pain. So both mother and child went to the doctor together. Indeed, I was nearly 6 weeks pregnant with my mother. Without saying anything later, Mrs. Samuel Static said, well, we're about to get married. My job is to drink nutritious food for my grandchild. My mother was healthy. Now she's pregnant and the baby is gone. Just stand gently. Not always. Running hurts too. Yes, Delilah. Thank you, Mom. Let's go home. I'm hungry for something Mom bought. Let your child crave figs. Eat something delicious. How can eating figs provide nutrients for the baby? Okay. Oh my God. Just hearing this makes me happy. I wanted to cry. Luckily, my mother didn't have a neck. Like the old ladies, they eat rice first. He will have his head shaved and smeared with lime and let him float on a raft. In my hometown, there are still many old-fashioned people. Not everyone is as easygoing as my mother. The mother and daughter had just arrived home in a hurry. Vang called to tell Mr. N the good news. On the phone, it still sounds like you're about to come. I'm a father now. Thank you. I love you. And child. I was filled with happiness and me. Start dreaming about the good life in future, a happy home at once. Then my phone rang. On the phone screen, it was my mother. Of Mr. Scott. She heard Scott tell the story. That I was pregnant. She gave me many instructions. There are many things about eating and drinking that she told me not to eat. Green papaya should not be eaten in the first 10 months. Malabar spinach and then walking and standing must be gentle. Without accidentally affecting my grandchild. My grandmother is very happy to hear about it. From my grandchild, I suddenly saw it again. On my shoulders I carry a heavy burden. Is so heavy since that day. Every day I also wish and pray for the baby. In my belly is a boy. After 3 months, Mr. Scott took me to the doctor. On the way to the clinic, Mr. Scott was still there. Mumbled in my mouth, I'm about to meet you. Then you warmed up and said another sentence to me. Feeling hoang mang. What will happen? Will eventually come to bed. Ultrasound with mixed mood. I hope the baby in my belly is a child. Baby boy, but no doctor said the baby is healthy. Strong hasn't finished the sentence I heard. I heard Mr. Scott's voice say that. I'm a boy or a girl? Doctor. Answer me. Girl. You're beautiful. Just like your mother. Listen to this. My dear hand, like. With tears in her eyes. She is a girl. Not boys like us. I always hope that Mr. Scott will quiet down after hearing this. Quietly on the way home. The two of us did not speak to each other. No one has asked me anything since the day I got home from the ultrasound. Scott's mother never called. Scott also started asking about me. Cold messages and calls. Well, 3 days later I received it. Scott's phone call. He told me that Delilah, we will not get married. After listening, I stuttered and asked, "What's wrong with you? What's the reason?" I don't hesitate to answer me frankly. That I love you very much, but my mother needs you. My grandson is having a hard time. And I'm very surprised. The man I fell in love with. Now I don't need you and me anymore. Because his mother wanted to watch her grandson turn off the lights. I still hope it's just a dream. But it was true a few days later. See Scott's mother call my parents, announcing the cancellation of the engagement. My mother listened to her. So shocked that whole night she cried because she loved me so much that she cried and choked. Say, Delilah, now what kind of life do you have? I can only lie down and cry for my bitter fate. His bitterness. The next day I took it. I mustered up the courage to call him for the first time. I feel like I'm sorry and subscribed to you. Just called and now busy. The second time. Same thing. The third time he answered, but only briefly. Just one very ungrateful sentence. Don't bother me and my family anymore. She could not give birth to a son for the family. Mine is not worthy of stepping. Where are your feet in my house? Hearing that, I stood there with tears in my eyes. A bunch of thoughts hit me. Unexpectedly, in the 4.0 era society, there are still families. In the Trong family, men look down on women like that. I thought, that ideology only exists in society. It's just feudal. But because I am carrying your child in my belly as me, I threw away all my integrity to hold on to my brother. Hey Samuel, calm down. The first child is me. Girl, but I will give birth to a second child and then another. Tuesday we will have a son then. Why are you in such a hurry? Stop it, you can't have a son. Then throw it away. There are old, outdated ideas. So I thought you lived in the middle of the capital. You must be different. You shut up. It's best if you abort the pregnancy. Go and never appear before me. Mine too, I don't want to see that again. Your face is gone. Scott's words broke my heart. Why do you treat me like this in your heart? So I'm pregnant with your child. That's his parents too. Why do you disagree? Candidate for me, so I think son. Being a girl is just an excuse, I think. I suspected there was something wrong behind it. Decided to go to the city to find him and ask. To be clear about everything, I lied to my mother. I went to school to get my papers and then I passed. I went to my cousin's place for 2 days. Then I'll go home before I leave. Asked me if I really went to school. Really? After getting the documents, she went to Ms. Ha's place. I played for 2 days and then I came back. Hurry up and go home and have an abortion. It's not good for a long time. I said hesitantly. I don't want to abort my baby's mother. What's wrong, mother? But Scott denied the blame. Duty and my parents say it turns over like a cake. Those guys are a bunch of bastards that God has eyes for. After that, the whole family said they would receive retribution. Because I still hope Mr. Scott will change his mind. I'm going to marry me. So I'll just say I'm leaving. Come home quickly, Delilah. So I was alone with my belly. Yes, I went to the city to meet Mr. Scott. Because I hope he will marry me and have children. I have a happy family up to now. In the city I found Mr. Scott's house. At this time, Mr. Scott was not at home and had only his mother. He and his sister are at home just like that. Scott's sister raised her voice sarcastically. Mom, Maya is here. Scott's sister's words like the tip of a knife. Sharp stab straight into my heart. I finally threw away the last bit of shame. Then I tried to force a smile and asked Lynn. Is Mr. Scott home? Lynn's face was high. Go up and tell my brother to come play with you. Lover. Then my sister and brother split up. I already have my hands, but I found my brother to do it. What else? I won't break up with him. I want to meet him and talk clearly. Stop it, my boyfriend. Don't try to tie him up. Forcing him anymore will only be a waste of effort. I still tried to sit and wait for Scott to come home. His sister chased me away like one. My dog still patiently waits for you. Scott at the gate of his mother's house saw this and immediately came out. Tell me, if you don't go home, don't haunt the gate. Why is my house like this? Uncle, Do you want to drive Mr. Scott home to clarify? Everything is clear, bro. What happens when you two break up? Let me say, I'm almost 3 months pregnant. Bro, Scott couldn't leave his mother and child alone like that. Okay. Mr. Scott's mother opened her mouth and said sarcastically, May, surely the baby is the new Scott's son. Last month, she finished school and returned home. She went wandering around the camp with another guy. Done. Why are you forcing my son to take the blame? That's so clever. It's true that the Mayan people. Paragraph. I was so wronged. How could I do that? So okay? I love Scott and just in general. To him, I'm not that kind of kid. There's no place for a flirtatious girl to justify herself. For me, I cried and said, Uncle. Not that kind of person, uncle. Don't talk nonsense like that. It's your fault. How much I love you. Scott. I'm the one who knows the most. Miss, shut up. Don't be stubborn anymore. My son has a new girlfriend. I don't want to marry Maya. Don't. Have a dream. I cried and spoke in sobs. Back himself said that he went to see the date. Let Scott ask me to marry him right away. I initially agreed to leave you with Scott. We know each other. That's why I let you. I got pregnant because I thought ahead. You and Scott will get married no matter what. But when, knowing that you are pregnant with my daughter, I turned my face. Why is that? Why is that? Because now I don't like having children. Daughter-in-law is Mayan. That's all. What happened to the Mayan people? Maya is also Vietnamese. Dirty Mayan people live in tricks. Say. In general, there's nothing wrong that you don't see. Many big companies still leave their signs empty. Recruited Mayans outside the big gate. Is that so? Uncle, there are good and bad people everywhere. No matter which province, all have good people. Dad is deliberately trying to grab a handful of them. Bro, you can think whatever you want. But Tuan, tell her she has no door to walk through. If you come into my family, go away. I live like that and I'm not afraid of being punished. Newspaper. When he heard me say that, he immediately took it. The glass of water was thrown straight at my face. Dog, don't you dare talk to me like that? Yes. Are the lowly people who see people come and arrest them. Wearing mother's name without shame bad. It's a tiger. You just stay there. You wait for him. Scott left, but I warned. Just you. If you step foot on my land, you will die. Sure, dog. Mr. Scott's mother then closed the gate and left. Go inside the house. I still sat there and waited for Scott to leave. Baby arrived now for the first time in his life. My friend was insulted so badly. So I wiped the tears from my face and tried. Try to endure the pain that is tearing your muscles. My body. I sat and waited for a long time but still nothing. Saw Scott about where his sister Scott stood. In the yard and cursed at me. Those sisters. Why haven't you gone away? Why are you still sitting? Haunting people's doorsteps like that. Let me sit here. I'll drive Scott. About. Another girl is going out until tomorrow. Then she will come back. Still sitting there waiting? I remained silent and did not answer Lin's sarcasm. Tomorrow I'm pregnant. You're so stupid. Girls and children have relatives but don't know it. That word is no less stupid now that I have opened my eyes. Older sister. I sat there as if dumbfounded. Saying nothing. Then Lin sarcastically continued. Now you. My son doesn't accept it. You see. Is it humiliating? My brother doesn't admit it. That's right. I know his child. Or is it someone else's? You should shut up. You're not my sister. Can say ungrateful words like. So what am I saying wrong? You should sleep then. If she died like that, her parents would be humiliated. Because you are so good. At that moment, Scott came back from going out and I came home in a hurry. Stand up, Mr. Scott is, but he is. Don't go home alone but beside him. There is also a beautiful young girl named Lin. Open the door. Mr. Scott and in. The two of them went out. Are you back? Seeing me, Scott felt a little confused. Delilah, what are you doing here? I quickly came closer and held his hand. Mr. Scott, let's talk for a moment. Scott, tell her your new lover I'm leaving. Go into the house with Lin so he can talk to you. Delilah took a moment and then he came in. Lin immediately pulled in into her sister's house. Just home, sister. And Lin entered the house before Scott said, Delilah, why do you even come up here to look for me? It's my hand. I will give up all my self-esteem. Someone to hold him back. Please don't. So I'm pregnant with my child. We are there. Don't abandon me and the child. Like that, bro. I said. If we break up, we'll break up. Don't. If you stubbornly follow me, don't tell me. I promise to be good. Don't leave me and my child. Please. Now she has more money. I won't marry you anymore. Do. Please stay away. I just saw it when I left. It's my lover. Next month and she's married. Don't follow her. I'm so upset like that. What did you just say? Next month you will get married. That's right. Go back to your hometown and destroy me. But rebuild her life and leave the baby behind. Your life will be miserable. So take advantage of it. Right now, no one knows she's pregnant. Hide the abortion quickly. Up before it's too late. I don't want an abortion. It's so bad for my child. Hey darling. You give birth to him and he doesn't have a father. His life is not fun either. While it's still small, destroy it. It's been almost 3 months and you're now guilty. I'm so sorry. Please think again. So according to her, what should I do? We get married and grow together. We will always be happy together in the future. Miss, shut up. You have nothing to ask for. But do you know who Ann is? This is the lady of a rich family. Look at my aunt's car. It's you. She bought it for me. Her house is on the street. Make it big, and do you have anything yet, or is it you? Still baiting me with more money. Hearing Scott's words made me sad. I'm so pleased. I didn't expect him to change. His heart changed as quickly as the blink of an eye. He was greedy. Material things, so I told you and the kids to do it. No, actually, I've known Ann since she returned. Hometown. It's not like I'm new to it. Come on, go home. We're really out of luck. Don't hold on in vain. Does that mean you fish with both hands? Because at that time, eating was not clear to me. But now it's different. She's carrying it. Pregnant with my child, so I have to hold it. This opportunity. Dad, she told me to go there. Son-in-law, this whole time I lived happily with my car. Have home, have everything there if you don't. Can give me everything like her from her. Go away. Don't bother me anymore. Me. Please. I have nothing more to say. I have. Holding back my tears. I don't want to cry because of the man. This bad guy too. So I wish you a lifetime of raising children. All his life he will live humiliated like a child. The dog crawled under the cupboard and he heard me clearly. Say no. They call it a dog under the hood. That cupboard. How dare you say that? Why'd I believe it now? My choice is someone like her. You will never be worthy of me. Go back. Scott went into his house. Slammed the door and, now I understand me and Scott scored. When it's really over, people can only hold on. People who have feelings but can't hold back. A materialistic person like him. Wipe your tears and tell yourself you're right. Be strong. Everything will pass. Right? Delilah, don't cry. Don't cry for someone. That's not worth it. Be strong. I don't need him anymore. I don't need him anymore. I quietly went to the bus station and caught the bus home. By 10 p.m. I was at my mother's house. I saw I came home earlier than expected. So Mrs. Ask, why did you say you were going out for 2 days? But come morning I'm already home. My friend is dirty, so I'll go home and stay. Mom, eat rice. Don't be hungry. I'm making noodles. Mom and I were so tired in the car that I went to bed. Here, I went to bed and lay down. I'm very happy today. I was tired, so I went and begged Scott not to leave me. And children, and finally I know him. There was someone else and that person was also there. Pregnant with him, and that person was rich and gave it to him. Scott everything, and I can't, so I have to go home. I lay awake all night unable to sleep. I have 2 thoughts in my head. The opposite is that I went and had an abortion. Second, I will keep my child. And I accept being a single mother, but now I'm wondering what Delilah should do. Choose one or two. What should I do? The next morning my mother came in to call me. Early in the morning, she urged me to get up, brush my teeth, and wash my face. Then she took me to have an abortion. Delilah, wake up. My child, wake up and eat breakfast. Mommy will cook it. The noodle soup is ready for me. It's still early. Mom, I work some more and then get up. Get up and go eat. In the morning, Take her to the district for an abortion. Go out a little nearby for fear that the villagers will know. That's not good. My child should sit up. Please mom, I won't have an abortion. Mom, I'll let you. I'll keep the baby in this one. Mom, you want people to say you're a wild market. Why is my hometown still so backward? People talk about it. I can bear it. Mom, let me keep the baby. Mom, don't let me think rashly. You will regret it later. I think. Think carefully. I slept all night last night. Okay, I'll keep the baby and be myself. Raising a child alone, I agree. No. Mom said no. That's no. Okay. If mom doesn't agree, she's afraid of embarrassment. With everyone else, I will go somewhere else. Stay and give birth alone. So my mother got mad and cursed me. I was silent and did not speak. Nothing, and went into the room to pack up my clothes. I packed my backpack and went to the gate, but my mother pulled me back and said, leave it alone. Come, I'll raise you. I'll be better at getting pregnant. Where are you going? When you give birth, who will take care of you and your mother? You stay in my house and raise me. I cried and hugged my mother. Thank you for agreeing. Please let me keep the baby. My mother sighed and said it would be difficult later. If it's morning, I'll say it's all water. If you don't listen to me, then you will suffer. Don't love me, Delilah. From that moment on, I stayed at home with my parents because of me. I'm pregnant, so I just hang around the restaurant. My mother won't let me clean the house. Have to go to work all the time. Then it passed. Then my stomach gave out. All the neighbors started to notice and talk. Gossiping about me. Some even asked my mother directly. Who am I pregnant with? My mother is sad. Very much. But because I love my children and my grandchildren. Except everyone says 3 months. But no one keeps saying 3 years, then everything. Everything will be fine. Samuel will be fine. Daughter in his protective arms. Grandmother from the day she had children's life. I'm busier, happier. So the pain of that day also subsided. Fading away. Sometimes I wonder if it isn't. Know that bad man now. How to live life with your in-laws next door. He saw that rich woman. Happy or not, but then I was. I think he must be happy because having a lot of money is also called one. That happiness is the happiness of wealth. But also because of the distance from each other. My daughter. It's 3 years old, but Scott and I have never been there. When we meet again, I don't know if he still remembers me. No. Does he remember he has one? His little daughter was rejected by him that year. No, that's just me thinking that. Not yet. I don't need someone like him too. Without him, my 2 mothers. My child is still alive and well. My grandmother's children turned around behind my mother and me. Already. When my daughter was 3 years old, I opened one. My nail salon job is pretty good. It's convenient, so my income is also stable. My life is also comfortable now. Much more than before. My daughter is grown up and her job is stable. My parents want me to get married later. When I get old, I will have a family with a husband and children to rely on. At first I was determined. Do not agree, but then all of you. My last name influenced me so much that I did. I agreed, and my sister made a match for me. I met Brandon. Brandon is an English virgin in the commune next door. I have 3 kilometers. Brandon is 2 years older than me, and I just returned to Brandon from abroad to study. In the same class as my cousin, so my sister said, Brandon is good and hard-working. Me. Marrying Brandon will be a lifetime of happiness. I met Brandon. I found Brandon to be a gentle person. The personality and way of telling the story are also very easy. Listen, and he said if I marry him, I'll just have the baby. When the girl comes back, you will raise my daughter with me. You will treat my child as your own child. I heard your sincere words. Brandon, I'm so glad. I thought at the time, Brandon is the man for life. 2 months later, Brandon and I organized it. Wedding under everyone's blessings. Everyone said I was very lucky to get married. Get Brandon because Brandon is handsome. Her family is well off and her 2 parents have a car. Brandon loves me and loves his daughter. It's my life. 1 step up first. Marry my husband's parents for the couple. Eat separately. My husband and I live in our own house. And lives next to the house of my husband's parents. On my wedding day, my husband gave it all to me to keep. My husband's parents are easygoing and love their children. If there is anything, my grandparents will give it to me. I feel that Samuel is very lucky to have a father. Mother-in-law will calculate like that. The things that concern me the most are, it's a matter of newlyweds. My husband, very weak. It's been a month since we got married. But we have 2 wives. My husband has only slept together twice. The time I saw my husband having to force her. It took a lot of effort to sleep with my wife. The newlywed should have done it. There are many things, but my husband is one. Only do it twice a month and I see it on the side. It seems that you don't have the slightest desire. I don't want to sleep with my good wife twice. Free. It's very compulsive, not the feeling of love. My wife sees that my husband is very weak in matters. My husband and I just went online to learn about it. Erectile dysfunction in men, then I searched. Buy oral medications to improve. Physiology for husband, but when I bought it. Then my husband definitely won't drink you. Buy anything that costs money and I'll refund it. I usually know about Samuel's health. Yours is completely normal, Samuel, but... Flower story. What is that? I don't feel like I'm psychologically weak. Star 1. Twice a month I see it every time. He was so miserable he couldn't see himself. Physiological weakness, huh? At that time my husband was very proud and angry. Speak. I blame my husband for his erectile dysfunction. I want to come. Is that level, or how can you hear it when you say that? I just want the best for you. Now I know why you drove me wild. That's it. I'm crazy about it and just stop taking it. Each other to love each other. No. Must marry each other to serve each other satisfactorily. Sexual satisfaction. Do you understand? Meaningful and insulting sayings of Brandon made me self-conscious, and from then on I don't. Let's not talk about that anymore. My medicine. I bought it and threw it in and I told it. Whatever you want to do. Do it in February. I'll tell you once or once a month. No need for me and you to argue anymore. Haven't talked to each other all week. You don't even bother to coax me. 2 wives. Husband lives in the same house. What do you mean by that? Oh no, it's weak. Let me buy some supplements for him. I have lips but he doesn't drink. Even said some harsh words. His mother said, "Is it hard to hear, Delilah?" He said, "I don't." What does my mother think about the new couple? Married and slept together only twice a month. Once, and this month only once or twice. 3 times a month. Then how did you get pregnant? Okay. So let me advise him. Don't worry. No matter what you think. This time it will probably hurt again. It's on your back, so slowly let it off your back. Then calculate it again. Delilah G. I know that back pain is just an excuse. My mother-in-law told me to rest assured. But I know my husband is not sick. Nothing. Every day he still exercises at the gym. Samuel usually took me the next day. Girl going to class 1 heard my mother-in-law and the neighbor lady was sitting and talking to her. Each other at the door because the 2 houses are next to each other. There is a wall away from the wall so I can hear it. Clearly what my mother-in-law and the neighbor said. Is Delilah pregnant? She's not yet. My grandmother. I'm hoping that you 2 will get married. Last month. It was 2 months and 4 days. See you. Your son Brandon is Samuel. Usually not, or does she still go back and forth with him? Samuel should. When I heard that, it was difficult for me to understand my husband. I went back and forth with a man named Samuel. I just listened. I don't know anymore. Since that day, I don't see Brandon getting married. Samuel came to look for it and didn't know if it was 2. Has he finished yet? I hope you 2 are done. Married but still having sex with a man. It's not good for someone else. Great-grandmother. Trying to encourage Brandon to forget. Samuel goes for Vietnamese same-sex love. Nam has not been accepted yet. Half now Brandon is married. Should I be responsible for Delilah? You can't treat Delilah like that. I also said it's all over. Lady. Must get married and have children to continue the family. But I will never allow it. Marry a man and come here. Follow that guy and I'll die for him to see. Please calm down, Samuel. What's wrong? Slowly. Delilah. I'm so heartbroken. Ma'am. People give birth. For a son. Samuel usually reproduces my birth. His son is a prostitute. But I'm so miserable. Yeah. Okay. Don't be sad anymore. Take it easy. Advice. Tell Samuel Mrs. I was the one who turned out to be my husband. Now I know why he's cold. Indifferent to me because he loves you. Man, he slept with me. I have to strain myself like that for another 2 months. I couldn't think of that problem, so I left. Went back to his room and cried alone after the fight. My life is such a bad love affair. My first is a bad man. Name Scott, he denies responsibility of. When I found out I was pregnant with On's daughter, he ran after another rich woman. Have a rich and prosperous life. It took me 3 years to calm down and do it again. Now I'm married to Brandon. The man I thought would be my support. Surely for my mother and I for the rest of our lives. Then I understand why in the past 2 months. It's easy for him to be cold and indifferent towards me. I understand because he was the one I married. I'm responsible for his family. But he doesn't love me at all. I feel my life is too harsh. What should I do now? After eavesdropping on my mother-in-law and the shopkeeper. Neighbors talk to each other like that and I catch them. First learn about Brandon and the man named Samuel because there are so many. People know Brandon is gay, so my research quickly came to an end. Brandon is gay and he and Samuel publicly dated 5 years ago. The families on both sides objected so strongly. So Brandon and I went abroad and lived together as husband and wife forever. When my parents-in-law went to the place to find every way to bring Brandon back to Vietnam after Brandon returned, and my husband's parents forced Brandon to get married, to give birth to descendants for the Nguyen family. When Brandon decided, his parents gave him money to buy a car, then build a house for Brandon ready and monthly. Even gave Brandon spending money. Brandon, you don't need to do anything and still have money to spend comfortably as long as Brandon gets married and has children. Just like a normal Samuel man. That's it. But after 2 months, Brandon got married again. Back to Samuel, they broke up since Brandon announced that he was getting married to another woman. Month they got back together in. What shocked me the most was that Brandon was my husband. I am but the man's wife. Another said, why is he next to me? Struggling like that. Because I can't force Brandon to come back to me. The only way is for me to let him stay next to the man he loves. Well, I don't want to break up the relationship. Their love for me, fellow love. Gender is also love and worthy of respect. I don't discriminate against homosexuals. I just feel sad when I see myself. Just been deceived. I gave it to Brandon when he came home from going out that day. Please file a divorce petition and say divorce me. Don't want to make things awkward for both of us. Not like that. Brandon took the form and hesitantly said to me, I know, Delilah, I don't discriminate against love. Same-sex love, I just feel sad. Just a little. He shouldn't have lied to me like that. You can apologize and I forgive you. From now on, please live happily. Thank you, Delilah. Thank you very much, Delilah. Be confident in your love now. Nowadays, there are many people who declare their love openly. In love with the same sex. They are very happy. I hope you will be accepted by your parents in the future. Favorable. Is to live happily. Thank you, Delilah. Then I talked to my husband's parents. I made my point of view clear. My grandparents made it clear that I don't blame them. Brandon and I hope you won't stop us. Brandon too, he and Samuel were together 5 years are enough to prove their love. All ready for each other. I hope you guys will accept Brandon so he can live his real life. Say it all to yourself. The thoughts in my heart feel light. After that, I asked permission to go back to my mother's house. Waiting for divorce court, my mother was shocked for the second time when I found out I was marrying a homosexual. But I convinced her to let it. She understood and sympathized with Brandon when I returned. With my nail job and take care of the little princess of my life. Will Samuel still come back every day? I do. Working hard to earn money to support my daughter. I promised myself from now on. I just worry about working and making money. I will never get married again. As long as I live well. The sky is blue. I cannot predict when the arrangements will be made. Things in the future, but now. Next to me there was a great love. Is my little daughter to me like. That's more than enough. Dear listeners, you guys Finished listening to the series. Hope that you will always support this channel. Click to subscribe to the channel. Like and share video and leave a comment below. Thank you.